From restaurants that shut down after their owners ran them like hospitals,
You're running a hospital kitchen full of bags.
to restaurants that collapsed under owners who refused to embrace change,
A restaurant for 38 years, and things don't need to change.
here's what happened to every Season 4 Kitchen Nightmares restaurant, starting with Spanish Pavilion, which is located in Harrison, New Jersey, and was opened by Antonio Fernandez in 1976. It was the first Spanish restaurant at the time, and for years, it worked.
When we took over, the Spanish Pavilion was the place to be. There was a line out the door.
Then Antonio retired in 1996 and handed the restaurant over to his daughter Balbina and her two sons Michael and Jerry. That handover quietly set the restaurant on a slow decline, one that didn't fully reveal itself until years later.
Everything's still going down the tubes.
It's terrible.
The customers complain if you see the same old menu, the same old dishes.
No flavors, blend.
That decline showed up in even the smallest details, like the waitstaff dressing as if they were attending a funeral, which certainly didn't give customers a sense of comfort. The brothers showed little commitment to the business and carried it on as though it meant nothing.
Michael and Jerry, they don't care anymore. They don't like to put time in the business.
Where's my brother?
And the relationship had become more fractured over time.
Michael, little by little, stopped cooking.
You gotta be here.
By the time Gordon Ramsay walked through their doors in episode 1, customers were barely patronizing the restaurant.
On a Saturday night, maybe I'll do 10, 15, 20 dinners. That's not paying the bills. I still haven't even paid my fish guy. I gotta pay my fish guy.
And they were suffering financially.
Over $500,000 to $600,000. I'm scared. We can't support our families on this business, so it's stress.
Immediately, Gordon arrived, and the first thing he noticed was the waitstaff's uniform.
Somebody die? Did somebody pass away?
No.
No. You all look immaculately formal, but tuxedos, undertakers at a funeral.
When Ramsay sat down to eat, the food was so bad.
This looks disgusting. Very creamy. Is it always this creamy?
Yes, you're a queen, right?
It just looks like lobster was dead before they cooked.
That it drew his attention to a lobster tank that posed a real health risk to anyone nearby.
No, I think they're just sleeping.
He must be dead.
We keep a good eye on this.
You keep a good eye on them? Surely not. He's fucked. Dead. A dead lobster.
Gordon stated his observations plainly.
Bisque, dead lobsters, and a player that burnt shit at father that put this thing together. Was he sending food out like that?
No.
Before preparing for what turned into a chaotic service. During service, Michael and one of the kitchen staff almost got into a physical fight.
Give me the food that I want. The customers are waiting for the food. Everything you can.
We're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Christ almighty.
I understand you're excited right now.
Leave me alone, man. Talk to me later. Get out!
Okay.
And somehow, Gordon managed to regain control of a service that was completely falling apart.
Relax, relax. Just stop. Stop. And Michael, you're a fucking owner. Just boom. Big deep breath.
What are you doing?
Stop
What are you
it.
doing to that man?
Gordon got to work immediately. He redesigned the restaurant, giving it that Spanish look that it was previously missing. It introduced tapas dishes to bring the menu into the modern era. He also replaced the outdated formal tuxedo uniform the staff had been wearing with something casual and approachable. After the episode aired, Jerry told the local press that the restaurant experienced a rise in business after Gordon's visit. And when Gordon arrived for a Season 5 revisited episode, he received unexpected news about Michael.
Little brother, he's no longer here right now. He decided to try something new.
You mean you fired him?
But then the good news was his changes had actually held.
Dying to see if any lobsters are sleeping. They're alive and kicking, aren't they? No one's sleeping there, are they? Ooh, nice. How cool are they?
And the business was doing well.
Business is increasing.
Business over the last 2 months were anywhere 10 to 15% increase.
Wow.
Over time, even as internal changes continued behind the scenes, Jerry kept the business going as the Spanish Pavilion remains open, and it holds a 3.7-star rating on Yelp, which reflects the restaurant's progress. Spanish Pavilion found its footing again after decades of struggle. But in New York, two women who had spent their entire careers in restaurants were just about to discover that experience alone does not guarantee anything. Classic American was an American diner situated in West Babylon, New York. It was owned by two best friends, Colleen and Naomi, who had worked at the restaurant for years before they decided to buy the business and the property for almost $700,000 in the year 2000. As time went on, Colleen made her son Kevin the head chef, and her boyfriend Dom became the restaurant's manager despite having no restaurant experience whatsoever.
Started hooking up with Colleen, and then she said, well, I could use you at the restaurant. So, she's using me.
His inexperience contributed to the ongoing issues in the restaurant to the extent that the kitchen was rarely fully stocked.
We run out of things on the menu all the time.
We don't have clam strips tonight.
Hey, Dom, why we run out of everything?
How the do I?
The restaurant had declined to the point that the owners could no longer afford basic necessities.
I was forced to move back home. I live with my parents because I couldn't afford.
When Ramsay entered the restaurant in episode 2, he ordered a few dishes from the menu, and they were deeply uninspiring.
Probably pre-made.
It's a mouthful of goo. That's gross.
Not good.
After the meal, Gordon gathered the team and addressed them directly.
In a dining room that's miserable, the food's depressing, and you've got the audacity to call it classic American. You can't even get a burger right.
When Ramsay returned for dinner service, the kitchen was so disorganized that they didn't just run out of food, they literally ran out of everything.
Table 56, we've been waiting 18 minutes for something to drink because I have no cup. I know Colleen's really stressed out. How could you run a business when you don't have enough silverware, you don't have enough cups? Can I have a cup?
The next day, Gordon confronted the underlying issues of the restaurant.
Why we're always running out of product?
I don't close every night. At the end of the day, everything's got to be stocked and written down what we need.
Not right. Before you make an order, okay, you need to go through everything.
Who's not feeding you the right information?
He doesn't wait for information, he just goes.
And instead of Dom taking corrections, he walked out.
I was ready to kill somebody. You don't disrespect me like that. They gotta find a way to...
However, Dom wasn't the owner, so Gordon spoke to the owners to correct the issues.
Lead this business. And you need to be tough, Naomi. Because if you're not, everybody just does as they please. Text, serve, and off.
Then he got to work fixing what had clearly been falling apart for a long time, and installed a new computer ordering system to bring some structure to the floor. He also revised the menu, introducing properly made classic American dishes, and tried to build the foundation the restaurant could actually stand on.
Family, but we have a business to run, okay? So those two things need to be separated.
On screen, it felt like a turning point, though that momentum didn't hold on for long. When Gordon returned for a revisited episode, the restaurant was doing way better than anticipated.
This is up in terms of the last 6 months. Where is it?
35%.
35% up. That's fantastic. Are the costs in control?
Yes.
And Gordon tasted the food and said it was delicious.
Jeez, that looks lovely. Doesn't it?
It does.
Wow. That is delicious.
A plus?
Yeah, that's an A double plus.
10 out of 10.
I'd give that 10.5 out of 10.
But that improvement didn't last long as it seemed, as Classic American closed in August 2013, more than 2 years after the episode aired on television. Colleen and Naomi's restaurant failed despite having years of experience. But the next restaurant was owned by a husband and wife team who opened a restaurant to honor someone they had lost. PJ's Steakhouse was a restaurant located in Forest Hills, Queens, New York. It was owned and run by a husband and wife, Joe and Madeline, who opened the steakhouse as a tribute to Joe's brother PJ, who had passed away.
He just meant everything to me. I just couldn't stand to see him in pain. And when this place came for rent, I said, go and get the key, and we'll just name it after PJ.
However, love and grief are not the same thing as a restaurant experience. Neither Joe nor Madeline had any background in the industry, and that gap showed in every corner of the business.
Joe and Madeline are from a construction background, so they didn't really know what it was like to get into the restaurant industry.
My steak just was just flavorless.
Red meat is red meat. I don't know what you would expect myself to do about that.
Also, Joe had invested substantially in the business and was not prepared to see it fall.
I sunk almost $2 million in this restaurant. I see it dying on its shoes right now.
It's cost us our savings, our house, our cars, everything. $4,000.
As soon as Gordon walked into the restaurant, he couldn't help but notice how good the place actually looked.
Haven't seen how beautiful this place is. What's wrong with it?
I'm not restaurant material, I found out.
Then he went ahead to have lunch, and he worked through the food with growing disbelief.
Disgusting. It's rancid. Plastic bits of crap running through the crab cakes. Is everything okay?
But the problems went deeper than what was on the plate. The management situation was equally troubling. Joe was sitting at the bar watching television during service.
The owner sat at the bar watching television, and they wondering why they're not doing well.
After sampling the food, Gordon told them his conclusion without any hesitation.
Took everything? Yeah. That was pretty fucking embarrassing.
But but the chef believed his food was great.
Food was shit.
I get a lot of compliments, man. A lot.
A lot of compliments from where? The place is fucking empty.
Gordon had a conversation with Madeline and discovered that the restaurant had taken nearly everything they'd owned.
Design your dream house.
Yes, but we sold it.
You sold the house to keep the business open.
Yes, we got rid of everything to stay here.
In the middle of service, Gordon went to inspect the restaurant's storage system only to find battalions of rotten ingredients.
Oh my God. Look at that. That just sums up the whole restaurant. Fading away, rotten, and just one big fucking embarrassment.
After seeing just how bad the situation really was, Gordon immediately called the owners and chef to inform them about his discovery. But Joe didn't seem to understand his role in the act.
Sure he does it.
Why should I have to fucking worry about this shit?
Was it your business?
Later on, Gordon made it known that one of the major problems of the restaurant was the chef.
Eric, there's nothing worse than having a chef in the kitchen trying to produce mediocre food.
The chef was eventually fired for failing to deliver his duties properly.
Move on, my friend.
If my shit's not good enough, let him find somebody else, because I'm fucking done with it.
With the chef out of the way, Gordon pushed for a stronger menu that would make diners come back for more, and put up a clear management structure that would give the restaurant a real fighting chance.
Worried about what's going to happen next or what to say next or how to handle that situation? There's your buffer. Don't be scared to ask questions and get out there with it.
The relaunch was a great success, but regrettably, PJ's Steakhouse closed in May 2010, just weeks after Ramsey's visit was filmed, and months before the episode aired on television. The restaurant closed because its debts had accumulated beyond what the revenue could ever cover, leaving the owner with no choice but to return to the construction industry. The restaurant, built in memory of someone they loved, was gone before it could be seen on screen. Meanwhile, the next owners invested millions into a pub that lacked leadership. Grasshopper also was an Irish pub in Carlstadt, New Jersey. It was purchased by Maureen, her husband Mitch, and her father Chief, as he was fondly called by his family and staff. Chief was also an experienced and successful restaurateur. The kitchen was managed by Maureen's husband Mitch, but the staff described him as unproductive and disengaged.
Mitch is responsible for the kitchen.
What am I doing in here?
He's in this restaurant a ridiculous amount of hours, and a majority of those hours are not productive.
Hey, where's the toilet plunger?
He also didn't know how to communicate with people working around him.
Mitchell and his staff is non-existent.
Hey, how long does it take to make rice?
The guys don't probably think it's a problem.
I'm surprised they didn't make any rice.
When Gordon made his way into the restaurant, he learned that the chief had invested a large amount of money into the business.
How much did it cost to build this?
$3 million to get it going.
That's crazy.
And when Chief was asked what he believed was wrong with the business, he quickly mentioned Mitch.
Is one of the biggest problems.
Do you regret now, 16 years later, giving him part of the business?
Yes, I do.
However, the food did nothing to compensate for the management failures, as everything Gordon ordered had no business being served to paying customers.
Jesus, it's like somebody's dropped sliced onions into boiling dishwater. Dreadful. Cold, congealed gravy. It's like glue.
And the fact that Gordon was sending the food back just made Chief angrier.
Keep lying, and I'm not kidding you. He's fucking yelling at you. All you have to do is do what I told you.
Yeah, well, I'm not even going there, Dad.
Following that unsatisfactory meal, Gordon spoke to the entire staff and gave them his honest review.
If you went to Dublin and you served shepherd's pie like that, they would shoot you. The food is embarrassing. Bland, cooked, dreadfully.
And then Gordon went through their freezer and got even more disappointed.
What's that? How old are they?
They're not that old.
That's 2 days old. That's a funny 2 days. How are you going to recook them? Help me. What are we going to do? You refry it?
So it's fried twice.
After seeing the state of things, Gordon knew there was much to be done and began having them dispose of the spoiled food and clean their kitchen. Then Ramsey pushed Mitch to take real ownership of his role.
To get this right, run it. Let them hear your voice. You wear your heart on your sleeve, you know that.
I know, I get emotional.
But during dinner service, Gordon was furious at everyone because the food looked and tasted horrible.
115 customers in 2.5 hours resolved to that. Get paid? Where's the worry on your faces? If you're my brigade, I would have fired you fucking 16 years ago.
Notwithstanding, Gordon gave the restaurant the usual kitchen nightmares treatment. He gave the restaurant's interior a complete transformation and implemented a stream of Irish dishes which aligned with the restaurant's intended concept.
Potato skins, fresh mozzarella sticks, corned beef with carrots and potatoes, the house burger with Irish cheddar, shepherd's pie with the most amazing mash.
The relaunch went smoothly, but that wasn't the case after the episode aired. There were several complaints from patrons, including one alleging that she became ill after eating a tainted sandwich. Additionally, some regulars said they preferred the previous menu and felt the new food lacked flavor. In the end, Grasshopper also closed in October 2012. The building was sold to new ownership, renovated, and restaffed. Since then, it has changed hands multiple times. Despite a $3 million investment, the pub ultimately closed down. However, the next restaurant had a 30-year history, and within it was a secret that had nearly destroyed everything. Boston's North End is one of the most competitive dining neighborhoods in the United States. More than 150 restaurants operate within that small part of the city. In 1982, David was the very first fine dining Italian restaurant in that area. At its peak, the wait for tables was 3 weeks long.
Italian restaurant in Boston. It was incredible. There was always a line at the door.
What's the name?
If you didn't make reservations 3 weeks in advance, you could not get in.
Then in 1987, brothers Frank and Anthony took ownership of the restaurant, buying into something with a real legacy behind it. For a period, they carried it forward with care.
Making money, I felt like we hit a gold mine.
Are they liking the chicken special? They're liking it.
However, Anthony developed a drug addiction and began embezzling money from the restaurant to fund it.
I went into the account. Whenever I needed money, if I had access, I would take money to, buy painkillers, whatever.
When it finally came to light, Anthony went to prison.
It's painkillers, heroin. He's been in detox, in jail, he's out of jail. The responsibility of keeping anything open was always my shoulders, basically.
And this left his brother Frank broken and unable to focus on the business.
Then he left. Frank gave up. He's broken mentally and physically.
Oh my God. Can't work like this.
Anthony had since been released and returned to Davida, trying to prove through his actions that he had changed.
I'm not the same person. Hi, good evening. I'm in recovery. I'm doing well. Those days are behind me.
But Frank could not fully let go of what had happened.
The fuck up. Take the food that's up in the window and come back. So I asked. Go away.
But at the same time, he should take some responsibility of giving up and not putting the whole blame on me because of what I did.
Anthony!
The distrust between them sat over every shift, every service, and every conversation in the building.
This is your table. Get the fuck out of here, really.
He's all, just hurt and spiteful.
By the time Kitchen Nightmares came to the rescue, the restaurant's financial situation had already deteriorated significantly.
Close the door tomorrow, we would be out $1 million.
As soon as Ramsey got into the restaurant, the brothers poured out their frustrations without hesitation.
It's Anthony. I think he doesn't take any blame for anything that's happened anywhere.
Is that right?
What do you mean to blame? Anthony, you've ruined the business. You've destroyed it. I never wanted to be in a restaurant by myself.
Beyond the family dynamics, Ramsey also discovered that the restaurant had been presenting dishes as freshly made when they were not.
It's soggy. Hasn't been fried or cooked long enough. Made yesterday?
It was actually made 3 weeks ago. Yep.
3 weeks ago?
Yep.
And Gordon wasted no time in expressing his dissatisfaction.
Make fresh food and freeze it and charge money to run a fucking business. If you can't even be bothered to cook fresh food, what do you want me to do?
And Frank wasn't happy about it.
The sauce was half decent.
Yeah, but you can't be begging for a compliment, Frank.
I'm not begging for compliments.
But you were at the end.
At least like something.
Frankie thinks he knows everything.
Gordon moved forward with the work regardless. He began by helping Frank regain his passion for cooking.
Shallots, thyme, a little dash of rosemary. No good?
It's delicious. You're always on the defensive. Who said no good?
Fuck, you ripped me a new asshole.
And then the restaurant was given the Italian character it was lacking. Gordon also overhauled the menu, making it focus on fresh, homemade dishes.
Oh my God. The future of Davide is right in front of your eyes, on the table.
And worked to get the brothers into a functioning, working relationship.
Get him by your side. Help him. Because I think when you start helping him, he's going to come back 10 times over.
When Chef Ramsey returned for a revisited episode, he was impressed with the food.
When Ramsey tasted the food, I was thinking, here we go again.
That's delicious.
really good day.
And he found out that the brothers had managed to get past their differences.
Me and Frank have definitely made progress and let go of more stuff than before. If you blow up 5 times a week, now we're blowing up twice a week.
Go on, where are we?
He was also informed that business had improved dramatically.
Since I was last there.
10-15% up.
Oh, wow.
Very well.
After filming, the restaurant held a 3.1 star rating on Yelp, with some customers criticizing the service and the poorly cooked dishes. Eventually, the Vita was sold in January 2014 and closed permanently in May 2014, 3 years after the episode was televised. The owners ventured into farming and food tours of the North End. From the unforeseen downfall of the Vita, we moved to the next restaurant, where a woman with 33 years of restaurant experience had called Gordon Ramsay for help. Down City was a new America casual bistro established in Providence, Rhode Island. It was owned by Abby Cabral and business partner Rico Conforti, but it was primarily run by Abby, who had 33 years of experience in the industry. Rico held a full-time job in finance and left the day-to-day running of the business entirely in Abby's hands.
He has a full-time day job, and my job is to take care of everything in this restaurant. You start with all the specials in the restaurant business for 33 years, so the decisions I make, I really don't consult Rico about them, I just do them. And this would go perfectly with the pork special.
That arrangement gave Abby complete control, and Abby's way of exercising that control had pushed nearly every person working under her to the edge.
Abby is a complete psycho fucking bitch,
I just want an answer.
which is a recipe for utter disaster.
I had fixed it yesterday. I checked it before I left. This is like really fucking...
Despite her decades of experience, the environment she had created inside Down City was one that drained rather than motivated the people around her.
They think that this is a democracy, and it's not. If you cannot follow my rules, then get the fuck out. As long as you work for me, you do it my way. Enough said.
Ramsay's first experience of the restaurant came before he even walked through the front door. Down City provided his hotel room service during his stay in Providence, and it was disheartening.
We do the room service for that hotel. What was the problem?
Honestly?
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Then Gordon proceeded to order at the restaurant, and it was worse than what he had been served in the hotel room.
What do you think? No.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking it that was one party you didn't want to attend.
It wasn't a party in my mouth. It was like a funeral in my mouth.
After the tasting, Gordon told Abby and her staff bluntly,
I take full responsibility for the menu.
You have no cooking background, but you put the menu together. Abby, you've got to understand how frustrating this is. It's ridiculous.
Instead of taking responsibility, she dismissed the criticism and showed very few signs of accepting that the problems were real.
I think it's as bad as you say it is.
Stop being in denial.
Can you be more specific about the meatloaf? What did you not like about the meatloaf?
Oh, shut up and admit it's shit.
Bring it on.
Oh, come on.
Bring it on.
What do you mean, bring it on?
She was not prepared to accept Ramsay's view of her food, so the staff tried to handle the situation.
Telling me now you don't like it?
We eat it because we're here.
Yeah.
This is not my restaurant of choice. I will not dine here in my off time.
You're saying for what we serve, comfort food, meatloaf, pasta, steak, whatever. You're
It's
saying
not
for
up to
those?
par even for that.
Yet, even when her staff tried to step in, she continued to deflect their concerns.
This is what she wants. Let's just serve it out. We'll take it out of the window and bring it to the table.
And try and make the
what are we
best
gonna
out
have
of
an
it.
opinion about now?
Oh, you're so full of shit.
No.
You're so full of
Sit
shit.
and talk to us.
No.
During dinner service, Gordon noticed that the kitchen was visibly dirty and poorly maintained.
Jesus, why is the place so messy? Is the kitchen normally this filthy?
The last couple of days, it's been a lot going on.
This pushed Gordon to check the refrigerator, and what he saw made things even worse.
What's in there like that?
What is that? Chicken carcasses. Oh my God.
When Abby and Rico were confronted, she thought of giving up.
Why don't we just sell a place and just get out of this business?
Why don't we what?
It's like, I was talking to Rico. Has nothing to do with you.
Has nothing to do with me.
No. You're being a fucking asshole. This wasn't like this.
Hold on a
It wasn't
minute.
like this. I don't run a kitchen like this.
Hold on a minute.
Gordon got irritated by her attitude, and the situation quickly escalated into a heated argument.
Who did that woman?
You weren't insane. You weren't like...
Blame me all you want. It's easy excuse, isn't it? You're insane.
I'm insane. You're insane.
You can't even admit
You're
the fucking truth.
insane. That refrigerator was not like that before you got here.
You're in denial.
In the course of the altercation, Abby asked Gordon to leave.
Why don't you get the fuck out of my restaurant?
Want me to go?
I would love you to go.
I will go.
Get the fuck out of my
I will
restaurant,
go.
please.
You are so in
Okay.
denial.
Okay.
You need therapy.
But Rico was able to stop that from happening.
If you want me to leave, I'm out of here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, I need your help.
You got my 100% support.
Later on, Abby eventually agreed to start making changes.
I want you to be here. I want you to help me get this restaurant to where I need it to be.
Gordon pressed forward with the changes. He rebuilt the menu into something customers would actually enjoy and brought in a chef to train the kitchen staff. By the time Gordon went back for a revisited episode, the business had experienced a notable turnaround.
Since Gordon was here last, business has improved at least 30%, and that's huge in this economic environment.
Then Gordon inspected the fridge and it was in good shape.
What do you think?
Well, bloody hell. It's organized, it's structured, and it all looks incredible.
He also tried out the food and it was brilliant.
That's delicious.
But he found out that Rico and Abby's relationship was wearing thin.
Tension between you two.
Instead of the volcano erupting on the employees, it erupts on me.
However, the restaurant's momentum did not last very long because Down City closed on December 10th, 2011. The local economy in Providence had been declining and the restaurant could not outlast it. Unlike Abby, who had years of experience, the next owners had no restaurant background at all and had made a decision that would cost them far more than they ever imagined. Cafe Tavolini was an Italian restaurant operating in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Despite not having any experience in running a restaurant, the owners, Keith and Lisa Restivo, bought Cafe Tavolini.
We didn't know the restaurant business. I'm a hairdresser by trade, and Keith owned liquor stores. We had no clue.
Initially, business was booming.
Opened up, it was mobbed, doing great numbers, everybody was happy.
Is your steak cooked all right? Sure.
But after a while, business became extremely slow.
You walk in here on a Saturday night, you think that it's like a fucking old Western movie, like the fucking things are rolling by.
And then that decline began affecting the owners.
Our business started to turn negative. We started to turn negative with it also. This place is really driving me crazy.
Keith would come into the restaurant, do absolutely nothing, and go home.
He's the boss. He says, I'm busy, I gotta go. But what are you so busy with? You don't do anything all day. You sleep till fucking 2 o'clock. You come here, you blow the patio, and then you sit home all day.
However, what made the situation even more unusual was that from home, Keith and Lisa monitored their staff through CCTV cameras while doing very little in person to actually run the business.
Lack of management, period. You know, he'll sit at home and stare at the surveillance cameras and basically nitpicks.
Why is everybody sitting down here?
Their carelessness had put a huge financial burden on their shoulders.
In debt $350,000? This is what's gonna have to happen.
The restaurant's failure affected their marriage as well.
Just at a brink because we fight constantly.
Fighting and fighting and fighting is not going to get anyone anywhere.
Immediately, Gordon Ramsay entered the restaurant, and Van, Lisa's son, took it upon himself to stop his parents from telling any lies.
Oh, it's 6 days a week, now it's no days a week.
No,
I'm just...
He's here.
Why do I gotta lie to him?
You're not lying, but he's here.
But I'm telling you the truth. You just said I'm not lying, so you need to know.
I didn't say that, but you're
He's here to help. He needs to know the truth.
After that, Gordon sat down for lunch, and the food reflected exactly what the ownership looked like.
Wow. Right now, that's an insult to grandmothers.
Where's the stuffed clams?
But where's the clam?
It's gotta be mixed in there, no?
It's mush, but where are the clams?
I don't see it either.
Taste that.
While Gordon was having dinner, tension rose among the family members.
Why am I lying? I don't understand how I'm lying. I'm being honest that you're never fucking at your restaurant.
Your son, not mine.
Ignore them right now because you're embarrassing me. I'm leaving.
Not gonna happen.
Yes, I am. I'm leaving right now.
Shut up!
And that was when Gordon realized that the food was only a part of a bigger issue.
Okay?
I'm sorry about that.
Don't apologize to me.
No, I already apologize.
That's your lady. And I thought, up until now, the food was the biggest problem. Let me tell you, the menu was a fucking disgrace.
Further conversation with Lisa made Gordon fully understand the depth of the restaurant's troubles.
4 weeks ago, it was $40 in the till.
$40? Wow.
Our house was foreclosed on.
Because of the business?
Yep.
Christ almighty.
I know, I'm so depressed. Some days I just want to hand him divorce papers because I can't take it.
In the middle of dinner service, Keith and Lisa decided to lock themselves in their vehicle at a critical moment when they were needed the most.
Is Mommy and Keith somewhere?
They sit in the car for no reason. Keith and my mother are sitting out in the driveway on a crazy, crazy night.
And they even ordered food.
Why was this ordered under your name?
Oh, it's mine.
You're gonna eat it out here?
What am I eating with my fingers?
Here, that's what you want. Eat it out here.
Give me the fork.
After the service, Gordon told Keith and Lisa why the restaurant was failing.
Gets angry. Michael gets frustrated. Ricky gets upset. The owners? I didn't see you get upset. I saw you walk outside with a coat and you were sat in the car. It's a joke!
Gordon knew he had to take action, so he closed down the business.
What is that? Out of business, closed, plastered against the whole side of the building, and...
This opened their eyes to what could happen if they don't run the restaurant properly.
Today we start the comeback. And I need both of you to be committed.
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
With the owners fully committed, Gordon shifted his focus to the restaurant. He rewrote the menu to better represent a family-style concept. He also renovated the space, creating a more inviting atmosphere. It established a new identity for the restaurant.
Family-style dining.
Oh my God!
The episode ended on a cautiously hopeful note.
This restaurant needs you. Not just the dining room, but the kitchen.
Yes, absolutely.
Keith.
Loud and clear, Chef.
Loud and clear.
But it was short-lived as Keith and Lisa did not take on the responsibility of running the restaurant and eventually decided to go their separate ways. Then in December 2010, Cafe Tavolini closed its doors for good. An answering machine message left on the restaurant's line cited medical reasons for the closure. Nothing further was publicly explained. Where Cafe Tavolini's owners allowed their lack of commitment to end their business, the next restaurant belonged to a woman who had built it for her community, but it was beginning to fall apart. Kingston Cafe was a Jamaican restaurant located in Pasadena, California. It was owned by Dr. Una Morris, who was both a radiologist and a former Olympic athlete.
I was able to accomplish the things I really wanted to do. And so I've started the restaurant because I really enjoy cooking, and there were no other Jamaican restaurant around.
Her son Keon stepped in to manage the day-to-day operations of the restaurant, but they didn't always share the same views.
Son is the manager, but we don't necessarily see things eye to eye. Keone, please be quiet. I'm talking.
However, Dr. Una's presence often left the staff tense and anxious.
Everyone gets a bit nervous when she's around, even myself.
Dad,
yes.
They need their food now. There are 4 people out there haven't even gotten their second yet.
The kitchen had cycled through a significant number of cooks because the working environment was difficult to sustain for any length of time.
Lots of cooks come in and out. They're there for one day, then you never see them again.
Remember, the salt is one of the most important things.
She did not allow the staff to do their jobs, as she steps in every time.
It's kind of hard for someone to expect you to do a job and then they keep stepping in and not allowing you to do it.
Mom, you gotta let him work. That's not gonna happen.
The numbers reflected the lack of proper management, with the restaurant seeing fewer than 5 tables a day.
The restaurant's drowning, and we're all going down with it. If we don't get no customers, be lucky if you get 5 tables in all day. Oh no, it's bad, isn't it?
And Una had used nearly all of her retirement savings to keep the business alive, and the financial pressure had become a daily reality.
I cannot sleep because I have so much debt, and my money from my retirement has almost dried up.
Gordon went on a drive with Keon, who spoke honestly about the fact that every improvement he tried to introduce ran into his mother's resistance.
One problem, Keone, in the restaurant, what is it?
I would say my mother's management.
Ready?
Very much a micromanager, likes to rule with the iron fist. If I implement something, she would get angry and she would want to implement her version of way of doing things.
Oh, dear.
When Gordon finally got the restaurant, he ordered a few dishes, and they were in no way up to par.
Absolutely gross. That sauce is dreadful. The pastry's raw. Soggy pile of dough. They would fucking kidnap me if I served that in Jamaica right now.
After the meal, Gordon spoke to them unsparingly about the food quality.
Soulless. Everything was horrendous. Barely lukewarm, dry, and tasteless.
But then Una immediately interrupts Ramsey.
Dry?
Just a minute. Let me set you straight. Most jerk chicken in Jamaica are dry.
That's
in
right.
Jamaica, as a matter of fact,
Dry rub.
let me finish. Chicken that we do are more moist than the one they do in Jamaica.
Right. Now.
Mid-service, Gordon observed that salads were being prepared and dressed in cups and set aside for later.
Oh my good God.
Gordon, if you continue like that, Jesus Christ actually gonna appear.
I hope so. Salad takes seconds. Tell me what's wrong with that.
It gets soggy and it's
Thank you.
nasty.
Turn around and tell the owner.
It's soggy and it's nasty.
Then he discovered that every other meal was prepared days before the service.
Mighty. Oh, please. What's that in the microwave?
Rice.
And when was that cooked?
4 days ago.
And all Una could do was respond with opposition.
Where do you want to put it then?
If you're now going to tell me that rice stays better in a bag inside the steamer, madam, I'm really sorry, but you've lost the plot.
He then showed her a frozen ingredient, and she responded by arguing once again.
It couldn't be, well,
Okay.
It should not be frozen.
Okay, well, it is frozen.
To say it should not be frozen if they did it
Right.
yesterday.
I understand.
Okay.
But I've just told you it is. Right now, you're running a hospital kitchen full of bags.
Gordon recognized the amount of work ahead and started right away. He updated the interior decor, bringing it in line with a Jamaican theme, and overhauled the menu in a way that embodied Jamaican cuisine. He also changed the restaurant's exterior sign, making it more colorful and noticeable. When Gordon returned for a revisited episode, he found out that Keon was no longer in the business.
Now that he's nothing to do with it.
He's focusing on his education. I want him to be self-sufficient.
He also discovered that Una fired her entire staff and hired new ones.
Well, none of them are here anymore.
Did you fire them?
Oh, absolutely. But fortunately, it's worked well.
Is there anybody left here?
At least when Gordon tried the food, it was really encouraging.
Yeah.
Wow, that's delicious.
However, Kingston Cafe closed in November 2012 and reopened in November 2013 with a new dance floor, refreshed menu additions, the old themed night, and an expanded bar. Ultimately, Kingston Cafe shut its doors permanently in August 2018, 7 years after its episode aired on television. The space was kept on for events and catering after the restaurant itself shut its doors, though it has since evolved into an event space featuring artwork. Una stayed stubborn to the very end, but the next restaurant carried a different problem that no menu change could fix. Le Frite opened in Sherman Oaks in 1972, and its founder Andre built it into a well-loved and successful French restaurant over many years.
Always busy, even at 12 o'clock at midnight we were packed.
After years of success, Andre's son Alex was eager to join his father at Le Frite.
I was looking forward to my dad and myself making this restaurant work.
When Andre was ready to take a step back from the daily grind, he brought in his son Alex to take ownership of what he had built.
Looking forward to my dad and myself making this restaurant work for the next 15, 20, 30 years.
Then his daughter Celine joined the business.
I know my brother's not happy that I'm here. I know he wishes that he could just keep going the way he was going.
The two siblings could not find a way to work together.
My brother and I used to get along really, really well, and we were very close. But the restaurants hurt our relationship pretty bad.
I don't hate Alex.
He hates you.
And this affected the restaurant in every way possible.
The numbers just cut down to a third of what we were doing before. And now we are dead by 9 o'clock.
Before Gordon got to the restaurant, Andre visited him to fill him in on the issues of the restaurant.
Communication between my daughter, my son, but it's a big clash.
Upon arriving, Gordon sat down to eat, but the flavors didn't quite land.
Oh. That is hideous.
After that, Gordon met with the chef Martin and spoke to him with stark honesty.
Is it because you hate Celine?
What does that have to do with cooking, sir?
Because she said to me in the dining room, every time she tries to tell you something, bang.
Come and attack me.
Attack you?
Yes, sir. Like saying that I'm here for too long, it's time for me to go.
If you're not prepared to change, yeah, I think she's right.
But instead of seeing the issues, he did what a true chef wouldn't do.
If it is time for me to go, I go. That was easy.
Just before dinner service, Gordon asked Alex his thoughts on working side by side with his sister, and his reply was,
I would rather her not be here.
But it's your little sis. Wouldn't you be stronger and better with her?
No.
When the service began, Alex ignored Gordon every time he tried to speak to him.
But that's just coming back now.
Thanks, Gordon. Thanks a lot.
And Celine was not surprised at all.
Oh, what, you don't care?
Celine, you know what? This is gonna fuck up everything.
You better get a grip.
I can't get in the middle.
It's really sad.
Alex believed that there was no need for change. After all, the restaurant had been working for 38 years.
Been running the restaurant for 38 years, and things don't need to change.
You're not real.
Gordon made dramatic changes anyway. He gave the restaurant a warmer, more welcoming look and transformed the menu into one centered on fresh French cuisine. The relaunch was a success, but years after the episode aired, Le Frite was sold to a new owner in July 2016. Under that new ownership, it closed in September 2017, having been rebranded as an Italian restaurant called Modo Mio. At Le Frite, the one person who truly cared about the restaurant was treated like she didn't matter. But in our next case, two brothers bought a restaurant simply because they liked the food. Capri was an Italian restaurant in Eagle Rock, Los Angeles. The owners, Jim and Jeff Thiel, were identical twins who had been regular customers at the restaurant.
How we got into the restaurant business was we used to come here all the time, and we loved the place, so we'd said, we'll buy it.
They had no culinary training or management experience, yet they took ownership of a restaurant that required both.
Just kind of immature.
Oh, I'll show you how you do the chicken fillet.
Excuse me. They're just doing what they know. and it's not working.
What's more, the twins would rather sleep in the car during service than be present on the floor where they were needed.
The twins' highest priority is doing as little work as possible.
Soon after Gordon walked in, he discovered that the restaurant was never open for lunch.
The Capri's never open for lunch, which is good. I'd rather go on the computer, watch TV, play poker. The problem is, for lunch, we have to get another whole staff.
In fact, it was generally more closed than open.
Wednesday through Sunday.
Say that again?
Wednesday through Sunday.
What's wrong with Monday, Tuesday?
Just before having lunch, Gordon noticed that the place was filthy.
It's like it's snowing. Oh my God. That's gross, no?
Yes.
That's above.
When Jim was asked, his response was straightforward.
Who's responsible for the cleaning here?
I'm responsible. I didn't do it.
Have you seen the fans?
I do not like to clean. I hate cleaning.
Chef Ramsay eventually had his lunch, and what he was served made it clear just how bad things had gotten.
That's nasty. When a restaurant can't even bother to make a meatball, that's not a good sign. Let me tell you that. Oh, that's dreadful. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
After lunch, Gordon looked under the tables, and it was simply a waste bin for chewed gum.
Oh, under there, look. The size of the gum under that one.
Oh, look at that one at the end.
In the corner.
Oh, my God, look at that one there.
When was the last time the tables were clean?
Gordon called the twins and didn't hold back as he told them exactly what was wrong.
You seem like nice guys, but that was painful. The general feel of the place is disgusting. I can tell how much you don't care. You just stand there with your foot on the booth.
He also addressed the unclean restaurant.
The table is littered with stale, disgusting gum.
We never looked underneath the table.
Didn't have the time? Busy for lunch?
No.
When Gordon returned for service, he saw what a kitchen that had no discipline looked like.
Hold that!
I know it's hot.
Hold it! What does hot things do that are sealed that goes inside a cold fridge? The sauce goes sour.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
And then Gordon realized that they had defrosted their frozen chicken wrong.
Oh, God almighty. We can't serve them. You'll kill somebody. Jim, talk to me.
What am I supposed to say? It's a mistake.
It's a lethal mistake.
Ramsay was direct with the twins in a way that left no room for misinterpretation.
Four-letter word. Lazy. I can't even start to help both of you when you're not helping yourselves.
Then he returned to the restaurant. He began by teaching the twins how to cook a proper meal, and then gave the restaurant a modernized look, and more importantly, restructured the menu. For a while, it actually seemed like the changes were working. Months after the show aired, sales had gone up by 20%. Then, in March 2012, the restaurant won a poll for the best pizza in Eagle Rock. However, Capri closed in September 2019, 8 years after the episode's broadcast. The owner cited health issues and declining sales as the reason behind its closure. From the Italian restaurant in Los Angeles, the season headed to Louisiana, where a restaurant was still carrying the name of the man that the entire community had mourned. Zeke's was a neighborhood classic located in Metairie, Louisiana. It was named after James Flynn, who also went by the name Zeke Unangst, and he opened the restaurant in 2002.
Big and goofy, but you know what? The man knew how to have a good time, and he knew how to run a pretty good restaurant.
He was loved by the people around him, and the restaurant was a testament to that.
When it first opened, because there was just a good vibe in this place. Good people, food was always good. I mean, we used to do 750 people in here on a Friday night.
Unfortunately, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck Louisiana and Zeke did not survive, which gave way for Daryl and Ellen Cortello to buy the restaurant in 2006. They chose to keep the name, hoping to preserve that connection to the community.
When we bought Zeke's, we chose to keep the name because Zeke's did a very good business, and that just made business sense to us. All right, guys.
However, despite keeping the name, the Cortellos made sweeping changes to almost everything.
First took over, pretty much changed everything. He cut staff, he cut product, he went to lesser quality. And on top of that, he raised the prices.
It's expensive.
On top of that, they regularly talked down to their staff.
Sitting on the job.
Servers here are all talked down to or disrespected. People just don't feel appreciated.
Daryl cut my pay in the last 6 months.
I can't afford raises.
The loyal regulars who had been coming in for the food they knew and loved left, and they didn't come back.
That kind of offended a lot of Zeke's regulars, and business just steadily declined.
When Gordon got to the restaurant, he ordered a few dishes, but they were all mushy and frozen.
I mean, that is nasty. What I'm struggling for here is the lack of freshness. They feel and taste slightly mushy.
Wow, they're dreadful.
After the tasting was over, Gordon spoke to Daryl about the food.
My God, what a disaster. The food is below standard. Why wouldn't you buy fresh shrimp?
Simply don't have the time to go to the market.
And Daryl had what he believed was a great defense.
Everything is shit to you, but we had diners eating all lunch, full dining room, and nothing's sent back.
Do you honestly think, just because they don't send it back, that your food is fucking amazing?
Then Gordon had a private conversation with the chef to understand why the food was really horrible.
The second he starts cutting the cost, and getting a cheaper product, you know it's going to taste like shit, and trying to explain that to him, you know, is
like talking to this wall right here.
Now, it was clear that Daryl was one of the major problems, so Gordon had the staff tell him the painful truth.
My biggest problem that I have is just, I don't think you have a clue as to how this place runs.
Me? Yeah.
Essence of having a restaurant and serving good food and giving customer service and happy employees, that's gone.
And that was when the staff made a notable disclosure.
This is a business, we have costs and expenses. I ask you to take that pay cut. It's either that or labor costs get so high, I'm out.
But you can go on 5 vacations in the summer.
And you're struggling for money.
Right.
And for the first time, it actually seemed like Daryl understood what needed to change.
I understand those frustrations. You are wonderful people. So I want you all here, and you will have my respect. I guarantee that from me.
With that aside, Ramsey redesigned the restaurant, turning it into a radiant space, and rebuilt the menu around the dishes the locals loved in the first place. The relaunch went ahead, and in the weeks that followed, more customers came through the doors, which boosted the restaurant's confidence. On average, reviews flagged the portion sizes and described the service as hit or miss. Even with these improvements, it was clear that the restaurant still wasn't stable, as Zeke's closed in October 2012 and was sold to new owners. Allegedly, the closure came after Ellen was diagnosed with cancer. In 2016, the Cortellos went on to open a restaurant called Luca Eats in New Orleans, which has great reviews. Zeke's had a name worth protecting, but closed anyway. The very last restaurant of season 4 sat on one of the most famous streets in America, yet Gordon still found a kitchen that left him in disbelief. Oceana Grill is a seafood restaurant set on Bourbon Street, New Orleans. It was owned and run by brothers Rami and Mo, who took over Oceana Grill from their father in 2008. And immediately after the brothers took over, the restaurant deteriorated into a serious state of despair.
The sauce on that thing, man! You're the one who put the sauce on it!
It became really untidy.
Floors are disgusting. It's like water squishing everywhere, and like they're sticky and dirty.
And developed serious vermin issues.
Nothing clean. Nothing's done. Oh, thought I got him.
We have rats. In front of the customers, we say bunnies because they don't know what we're talking about, but we're talking about a big-ass rat.
The biggest one I've seen.
When Gordon arrived, he discovered that the brothers had a thing for firing their staff recklessly.
Same with the waiting staff as well?
It's the same with anybody that works here. Mo and Rami are very aggressive. They're very intimidating, which makes it hard to work with them.
Well, you're doing brilliant, 17 months.
I know. I've been fired 4 times, so.
And when the chef sampled their dishes, it was utterly unsavory.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. Everything's watery, almost like it's been sort of defrosted.
But with every dish Gordon sent back, Mo believed it was tasty.
This stuff's so good, man. Oh my gosh.
Gordon later spoke to the team and the food, and he was ruthless in his judgment.
It's embarrassing. No passion, no flavor.
And the chef Damien wasn't really happy about that.
Has had enough with the line of questioning.
Here's this me stepping up to
Tell the truth then.
During service, Gordon went into the restaurant's storage area and found large amounts of spoiled food, so rancid that it nearly made him vomit on the spot.
What's this? Oh. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Gordon thought he had seen it all until he discovered dead mice in the kitchen.
Chef Ramsey now makes another horrifying discovery.
3 dead mice.
This made Gordon shut the restaurant down.
Enough is enough, yeah? We cannot continue serving food like this.
And this led to an explosive argument between the brothers.
It's Chef Damon and it's my brother Rami, and both of them are responsible for this.
Now just listen, man. You're the one who was supposed to be over the kitchen.
Gordon then began to implement changes. He reimagined the restaurant, turning it into a space worthy of its diners, and revamped the menu with dishes that truly stood out. Although further setbacks threatened to derail the dinner service,
Speed of the food than anything else.
Table 51. How long has it been in for?
10 minutes.
What are they doing back there? What's taking so long? Food takes time to cook. Do you understand?
I understand.
Yeah?
It managed to come together in the end. After filming, the owners of Oceana Grill filed a lawsuit against Gordon and the production company in 2011, seeking to block the episode from airing. A settlement was eventually reached, allowing clips to be used only if the restaurant was compensated. Then in 2018, the dispute resurfaced when the owners sued again after a clip appeared on the Kitchen Nightmare social media page, arguing that it damaged the restaurant's present reputation. Despite the controversy, Oceana Grill remains open, and it holds a 4.2-star rating on Yelp across more than 10,000 reviews, which suggests that the restaurant appears to have found its footing.